warm welcome to our AWA broadcast. We are live. Go ahead on and start coming in. And if you could please, those of you that are already on board, comment with a 1. Let me know that you can hear me. That would be awesome. Let me know if you can hear me. While we are waiting on that, we are going to go ahead. Thank you, Jesse Price Bay. I appreciate it. I'm going to go ahead and play our intro, and this will give everybody else, of course, time to come on in, and we're going to get started. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another MLS experience. You have the ability to experience MLS through our members, our weekly live events, and our social media sites. This is our AWA as Wallstreet Anything. We have this event every Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This experience is where we spend time collaborating with you, giving you the ability to ask questions about anything MLS and anything in the cryptocurrency industry. And our founder and visionary, Mr. Derry Perkinson, is here to answer those questions for you while we are live. Disclaimer: we are not licensed financial advisors. This information is for educational purposes only. Anything heard on this broadcast is not intended to be a substitute for you obtaining accounting, tax, and financial advice from a licensed professional. Beware of scammers. We will never comment, inbox, or email you requesting you to send Bitcoin to receive Bitcoin, or any coin for that matter. Now, if you are live on our Facebook page or on our YouTube page, do me a favor. In the comments, go ahead and say hello. Tell us where you're tuning in from, your city, your state, even your country. We have members and guests all over the world. If you are a guest, let us know who invited you. You know, how did you get the invitation? Who texted you? Where did you see it? Was it posted on someone's Facebook wall or on their YouTube channel? Go ahead and say who invited you, okay? And then, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this broadcast on replay or repeat, let us know that too in the comments as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't keep this information secret. Please share. And once again, thank you for joining our broadcast. Enjoy our MLS song, and we will be back in about 2 minutes. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system, here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, Bitcoin grew a worldwide currency. Only a few knew well. MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend. Let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system, here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will the tricks. Bitcoins are facing the dark 20 to 1. Call MLS system to have some fun. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business.
All right, guys, we are back. And yes, cryptocurrency is changing how the world does business. Thank you, Naima. And yes, MLS Bitcoin Club is changing how we live our lives. I want to say hello quickly to some of those that have chatted with us already. Hello, Josephine, Lady Joe. Hey, Marilyn. Hello, Francis from Kenya. Hi, Tampa Barbecue Queens. Hey, Xana from UK. We love seeing our people here from other countries. Hey, you guys are the reason why we do this 1:00 in the afternoon. All right. Hey, Darnell. OKC in the house. Of course, I've already said hello to Naima. She is a boss in this industry. And hello, Donna. So those are just a few of you guys that have reached out. We got about 16 people here live with us right now. So, yeah, great number just for in the middle of the day. Because, hey, the reason why you're here is to get your questions answered, right? So let me go ahead. Let me touch bases with Wall Street. He was having some technical difficulties. Hold on one moment, guys.
I'm here.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
All righty. So let me go ahead and switch gears. So, guys, just before I turn it over to Wall Street, I do want our guest to know who he is and who is this person that is qualified to answer our questions, right? Well, we call him Wall Street, but his name is Derry Perkinson, and he's the founder and visionary of MLS Bitcoin Club. And if you don't know what MLS stands for, it stands for Massive Leverage System. Okay. He is a computer programmer and he's also a master trader. So he knows the industry. He knows the trading industry. He trades on several different platforms and he's made multiple 7 figures. Okay. He is a retired master sergeant. He has spent 20 years in our United States Army. We thank him for his service. And he's not ashamed to tell you, hey, he grew up on welfare. He's from Newark, New Jersey. And he went from welfare to millionaire. So I always say, guys, if you want to learn how to be a millionaire, you hang around with some, you rub elbows with some, and you get mentored by one, right? Only a millionaire can teach you how to be a millionaire, right? So one of his quotes that we love is, if you walk with me, I will make you a millionaire. So just take that for what it says, and that is walk with me. Like, don't run, don't jump, don't sway to the side of the road. You got to walk with him, okay? And when you follow the teachings, our financial education, his golden nuggets, you'll find that taking part and actually using what he's taught you would change your life. It absolutely would. And that's all he asks for from us. That's what he calls paying him his dividends, right? He wants you to use what he is teaching and then share it. So I'm going to go ahead, guys, and step out of the way and turn it over to Mr. Wall Street. He typically tells you a little bit about what's going on in the industry, and then he'll open it up for questions. Okay. So Wall Street, you have the floor.
All right, guys. How you doing? Can you hear me? Pam, can you hear me? Testing. Hello.
I can hear you.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, right. I muted myself so fast. There you go.
All right, appreciate you. Okay, guys, how you doing? Hopefully today is a great day for you. Just so you guys know, we got a lot of things going on right now. We are literally, the world is changing right before your eyes. People are getting rich overnight because of the crypto space. People are, coming in. If you stay focused, this is the key. I was talking to somebody else telling you this last night. I got a couple of friends that called me. Hey man, hey Perk, what's going on? Yeah man, I see how Bitcoin is going. We are you still doing it? Yes, I'm still doing it. I've been doing it for the last 6.5, 7 years now. So what the difference is how you guys are going to transition from your life financially if you focus on what we're doing inside this crypto space. Um, it's sometimes when a person has been doing something for so long and don't understand why people don't follow because they got success, and keep trying to show you, how to do it, and then your closest friends don't even do it. They go look at something else. And as you're making, and this is from my own story, as I'm making the millions, and they still behind financially when they could have been right here with me. It's kind of crazy when I think about it, but you know what? It's not my fight. It's not your fight. People are gonna do what they're gonna do. The only thing you can do is stay your course. You have to stay your course. I know my own family, it took me, my own brother, it took me years to get my brother. He just joined last year. It took years to get my own family to start moving into the crypto space, right? And that's what I'm telling you. Sometimes you're the only person in your family that gets it. But then there's some of you, like I'm gonna use the example of, you know, the battle family. They doing it. They got nephews and cousins and brothers. They got their family that cut this that's in this space. And that's a beautiful thing because everybody in the whole family can become financially free all at the same time. That's a beautiful thing, guys. So if you can get your family moving in that direction, it's awesome. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening right now. I'm gonna share my screen again with the charts. I'm gonna show you a chart here real quick. And I just want to show you this chart um, so you can get a good idea of where we are. And I try to do this at least weekly. Okay. So I'm going to show you this chart. Here we are. And Pam, when you see my chart, you got to let me know. Okay.
Yes, sir. I have it up.
Okay. Awesome. All right. So yesterday, I gave you some information about this section, right? We are right here in this section. We got to get past the 44,300 to get above this line, so we know that we're on the right path. Right now, I got this on a daily chart. I'm gonna bring it to a weekly chart. I'm gonna show you why in a second. Let me go to a weekly chart. Okay. And the cool thing about the weekly is giving you the real input of the push back up. So if you notice this yellow line, the crypto came all the way back down. Bitcoin came all the way back down to this yellow line. It held it, fake out like it's going to go up. That's the high print of that fake out. Then it came back down to retest that yellow line again. And then it bounced off that yellow line. And now we're trying to break through this high print. The high print is at 41,500. Okay, that's where we at. On that daily chart, it's showing you that it's got to get to 44. So anywhere between 41.5 and 44,000, it's a good play. But what we're looking for is the close above that level. It's got to close above it. In other words, the weekly chart has to finish trading for the week, which is going to be on a Saturday, this Saturday coming up. And then if it closes above that level, 41,500 to 44,000, we in good shape. It's better if it's at 44,500, not 41,500. It's $3,000 more dollars, which is within Bitcoin. That's easy. A $5,000 to a $7,000 move in Bitcoin is easy to do. That's easy in a day. That's easy to do. You're talking about a week. right, in 1 week. So that's what we're looking for. That's when we know we're in good shape. Let me stop sharing my screen. I'm gonna go back to you now, and then stop. There we go. Appreciate it. So, the cool thing is when it comes to this information of crypto and Bitcoin, and I don't care what kind of coins you're in, doesn't matter. You got to stay the course because every coin can be converted back into Bitcoin. Every single coin can be converted back into Bitcoin. Now, I want to talk a little bit about your credit because we talk about crypto. We got a very distinctive way we do business here in MLS. I designed it to take you through your changes in life as you start to progress, right? So let's say, for example, if you're 15 years old, I'm going to teach you how to become a CEO. I'm going to teach you how to get your personal credit squared away. I'm going to teach you how to start your business credit. I'm going to teach you how to do a whole lot of different things, right? You're going to learn all these different things to do to get your life moving in the right direction financially. That's what it's all about. I got a machine out here. I can't help that, guys. Is where I'm at right now. So I don't know if you hear it a lot, but that's where we at. All right, so let's get to this. So
It's not that bad.
okay, good. All right, so when it comes to learning financially, what you need to do, um, a lot of people can't teach you to be their CEO, right? You go work for somebody else, you're gonna learn, you're gonna watch this CEO, and you're gonna work for this person, and you may be working at this job for 10, 15, 20 years, and we take pride in it. Oh, I worked for this person for 20 years. I worked for that person for 20, 30 years. But if you start at your own company, and I want you to get this in your mindset. If you start your own company, you become the CEO, it's going to make you think a little bit different. When you become the CEO, even though you have no product, you can still be a CEO with no product. Before you know it, you can borrow somebody else's product. You can do something else different. But if you start doing that, you could change the way you think about your life, about your wealth. You could change it. And that's the key here, is how you change your life financially. Now, some of you says, well, I don't want the responsibility of being a CEO. Well, you don't, then you don't have to be a CEO. But if you want to be a CEO, if you want the benefits of owning your own company, even though you don't have a product, you can still do that. You can still do that where you are. So being a CEO is a beautiful thing, guys. I think our youngest one was 10 years old. She might be 11 now. Um, we got some people that's in their 70s that just started their company at 70 years old. So it's not too late for you. Got it? The mindset is not too late for you. You can change the way you are financially if you learn and grow. I'm going to start spending a lot of time with you when we open up the new or relaunch. You know how I used to do. I used to be on the calls almost every day. I'm going to go back to that to get you guys start, getting that mindset right, getting that movement going. I want to spend a lot of time with you coming up next month in July. We're going to start doing that again. I won't be on a call so long, though. We won't be on a call like 1 o'clock in the morning, none of that like we used to do. I can't do that. We won't be doing that. But I will be online with you a lot in July, August, September. I'm going to try to help you close out your year. And it really comes into focus. It really comes into you being prepared and preparing yourself for the next journey that you're about to undertake within this next push that we're getting ready to do. And if you take this push, it's going to be the way we got this thing getting ready to set up, guys. It's going to allow you to start receiving monthly income, monthly cash flow in crypto, monthly cash flow, right? Weekly cash flow, monthly cash flow, daily cash flow. It's going to happen. So it's going to be a lot of different bonuses coming up. It's going to be a lot of different things for the people that really work the system. it's going to be a way for you to start receiving some serious crypto. And if you could do that, if you can make your changes, then you can break through your own hangups. You're going to be financially well off in 2022 for sure. All right, let's get to the questions and answers. You guys can start writing your questions in, and let's start doing it. But we're going to really start digging deep and helping you guys get moving. So let's do it. Let's somebody answer questions. Let's put it up. See what we got going on.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to start with one that I saw earlier from Naima.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Naima says, can you please speak a little bit about NFTs again?
Okay. So this is the beautiful thing about an NFT, which I'm going to create some for myself too, for the club as well. So an NFT is what they call a non-fungible token. What simply means is that I can use this token for anything. Let me give you an example. They got some NFTs out there right now. A person bought one NFT, one picture, a digital picture. He spent $65 million on this digital imprint. He said, why would a person spend $65 million? They had did an interview with the young guy. He's from India too, a young dude. He became a billionaire because of crypto. And so what he did, he saw this image, and they had an auction on it. He wanted it, and he paid 65 million, or might close to $70 million for it. And people asked him, like, why did you buy that? He said, because, and let me first of all, let me tell you a little bit about him. The young man, it's a young dude. The young man made $1 billion. You think he got a lavish lifestyle, right? He doesn't. He still lives in an apartment. He did not buy him a brand new car. He just, the money is in his account. Of course, he took care of the family and everything like that. But he just it really wasn't about the money. What he wants to do is create an online presence all over the internet. And so that image that he bought is going to be in digital games. So when a person plays a game and they have to go into this building, they got to pay a fee to get in this building. They pay a fee to get over here in this building. They pay, just think about this. Digitally, it's called digital real estate. I want you to get this impression in your head. A digital real estate. So let's say you design this building, and this building is now in this game. So let's say Fortnite or combat games, driving games, kids games. You got these images that they go through this building area, and they got to pay a fee to get in there. And the way the games play today, people pay money for different things on different games. They use digital money, which is now what was Bitcoin, and now they're starting to use it into these spaces. And just think about it, you're getting paid off digital real estate. You're getting paid to put your image inside this game. That's huge. That's digital real estate. That's a new thing out there, guys. It's happening right now. Think of an NFT also as intellectual property. So think about my trading, for example, my trading experience, my trading platform, my trading knowledge. I can tie that to a token or music. Here's a better example for music. So let's say people want to share, they got the music, right? The artists create the music. You got the writers, you got the producers, you have the singers, which may be all three different people or all the same person. But what happens is that when that music is transferred out and somebody wants to share that music with somebody else, they still paying a fee to listen to that music, right? So, for example, you got Apple, you got Apple, right? Apple iTunes. Well, the artists not really getting paid their money, their money because of iTunes or whatever's going on. They're getting a piece of it. But what happens when they tie it to an NFT, they now getting all their money, no matter who shares it, they got to pay a fee to listen to it. Or listen to it. Just think about this. Listen to your talk, a podcast. They want to do a podcast. So they do a podcast out. Most people share the podcast with somebody else, but now you tie it to an NFT, intellectual property, and now they pay a fee to listen to your podcast. That's huge. When the audience gets big enough inside of MLS, we're going to have our own NFT image. For example, I'm going to have an image. It may be my face in a cartoon type deal. And that image may be used to get to a national event that I'm going to do. And that's going to be a free event. The NFT may cost you, I don't know, $3,000 for an example. So the NFT is going to cost $3,000. And for everybody that owns the image for $3,000, what happens is when I do put the event on, you have the NFT on your phone. Now you can get into the event for free, right? It might be a series of 2 different events or 3 different events that we'll put on in a year, and that'll be free. I want you to think about that. So your NFTs is intellectual property. That's huge, intellectual property. So that's the new thing that's coming out right now. People are now doing that. You know, people like, for example, Gary V. You probably don't know who that is. Some of you do, if you've been in the network marketing game. Gary V just did some doodles. He drew like a rabbit on a piece of paper. And a lot of those things he just drew, little cartoon characters. He just drew them out on us. He's not an artist. It's not special at all. But he made those things to an NFT so that people pay their price and they can go into an event somewhere and have that going. That's the beautiful thing about that. So that's cool. That's beautiful, right? That's where those ideas are coming from, guys. It's these new ideas out here today is completely different than when I first started, Bitcoin in 2016. It wasn't that many things happening. But today, the digital world today is different than it was just 3 years ago. DeFi, but the NFT, that's strong. That's a whole new paradigm shift in the crypto space. So hopefully I gave you a good examples of what the NFTs are and what you can do with them. Let's go to the next one.
Yes, she says, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I received a question from Diana Garcia. She says, if she joins the Infinite Banking course, level 7, are we also currently writing whole life policies? She just want to make sure that we are, ready for her to move forward.
Yeah, but if she is, okay, so first of all, you got to be an agent. You have to be an agent to write a policy, right? You cannot write policies if you're not an agent. And yes, if you do that, and yes, you will be on there. You will make a whole, you'll be able to address, your audience and your community, right? And your community to write policies for your own community. Yes, you'll be able to do that for sure.
That's great answer, Wall Street. That's good to know. But I think she was just making sure that we were writing policies again.
Oh yeah, I am. I'm writing. I'm going to start my policies up. I got to take my okay, so you guys are what is called CEs. A CE is continuing education. I'm good. I'm just studying, writing my stuff up, taking these courses I got to take so I can go ahead and start doing these policies again. I mean, I'm still able to write policies right now. I just got to get it all done before July, so it's all good. I just had a little bit of things I had to take care of, but we got it done, and we ready to move forward. So we good. We ready to start working on that.
Okay, so if she paid today, you're ready to go.
Yes.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Next question. This is from Kim Gainey. Kim says some people think because they are banning Bitcoin mining in other countries, this is the end of Bitcoin. Do you think this is the end for Bitcoin, or will they implement a new way of mining or bring in other miners with lower fees? Do you think this will be huge for Bitcoin, or will this be bad for Bitcoin? What do you think?
Bitcoin is evolving. It's not going to hurt Bitcoin at all. Bitcoin is not maintained in one country. A lot of it's done in China, but it doesn't matter. Whatever they do, they're just going to move it to someplace else because they're trying to move it now to America. They're trying to move it to a lot of different countries are going into the mining. Let's talk about mining real quick so you guys understand this when it comes to mining. There would be no network of crypto if there was no mining. So what does that mean? The miners supposed to get paid. They are the ones that is changing the world inside of this crypto space. Bitcoin would not exist without mining. People wouldn't get rich as they do without mining. People wouldn't be having the homes and the cars and travel and the food, everything they wanted to do outside of the fiat world without mining. Mining is the importance of this whole crypto universe. Miners should get paid more money on what's really going on. There's only 2.5 million coins left to be mined. Only 2.5 million coins left to be mined. From that standpoint, later on, what's going to happen is that they're going to be, it's just a movement of crypto on the nodes, which means the network. The nodes is the computers all around the world that is putting everything in place, the movement of Bitcoin from one place to the next. Okay, that's what that is. So the miners are here to help. They built this whole network. They making sure everything is worked. The computer spent all these computers, all this algorithm, all these difficult questions are being answered to qualify the network. Now that the network is here and the nodes are out there, billions and billions of like $1 trillion went into basically into the mining network, right? $1 trillion. And so now Bitcoin is coming back in. Bitcoin is rolling back in now from 600,000. We over 700,000. I mean, $700 billion, not 600, not 600,000, $600 billion. Now it's going over $700 billion. That's happening right now. So when you think about what's really happening in the world, the miners are very, very important. It's just going to shift. Now they are going to be working on let's say the electrical pool. When you start thinking about electricity, really it's only 1/10 that was being used. But the cool thing is they're getting ready to go into renewable energy, right? So what do I mean by that? You got the solar panels. They're going to be using solar energy. They're going to be using a whole lot of different things that's out there, right? So when you think about it, Bitcoin is here. Bitcoin is not going away. It's a $1 trillion network. It's nothing even close to it. Not even Ethereum. No other coin is close to this network. And it's just going to get stronger. And so people says, well, it's always going to be something better. Yeah, but in 11 years, it hasn't been created yet. Well, it's 12 years now. Hasn't been created yet. 12 years in play, and Bitcoin is still number one. Bitcoin is still growing into $1 trillion. It may be 2 trillion, 5 trillion. It's eating up the global gold reserve. It's eating all that up, right? And what I mean by eating it up, what I mean is the money is being moved away from gold, which is not moving. It's been for the last 10 years, it's been between 2,000 and 1,600 for the last 10 years. And it's still that right now. Today is only 1785 today, right? So you think about it, it's still not doing nothing. 10 years, 11 years, same way. But crypto, Bitcoin it's the $1 trillion network, and it's growing and it's eating into that gold network. is eating into that that 10 trillion, $11 trillion is going to start moving from gold into the Bitcoin space. And that's the difference. That's where we at right now. Okay, so hopefully that answers that question.
Okay, awesome. Great in-depth explanation. Okay, so this next question is actually from me. I have recently been receiving several airdrops. I don't know where they are coming from or why I'm receiving them. I'm getting them in my Clever wallet, which is what I use for Tron. Okay.
Okay.
Like my most recent Wall Street was 45 million of Shibu Inu. Okay. Then I received 96,000 from an NFT. Now, I've heard somebody say, don't open them. They might be trying to scam you. Like, it's not even nothing for me to open. But it's like, where are they coming from?
Okay,
Did I sign up for something? I don't remember.
Okay, so what it is, because you on a network or because you own certain coins, they are coming out with new coins on that network. And since you've been supporting that network, they are airdropping. And for the folks who don't know what airdrop means, that means that you're going to go to your account and all of a sudden these new coins show up. So let me give you an example. Bitcoin, I got in Bitcoin in 2016, 2017, Bitcoin Cash, they did a hard fork on Bitcoin. And remember, there was no other coins between. There was only Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Litecoin. That was it when I got started in Bitcoin. It was only those three coins: Bitcoin, Ethereum, and there was no other coins, none, except this other coin out there called $1 billion coin, which you don't hear nothing about anymore. I ain't gonna say it on the line. It's, to me, I don't know. I'm not gonna say it online, but you don't hear about it no more. Anyway, those three coins was available. So what happened when those coins came out, they did a hard fork on Bitcoin. And what happened, we got the amount of Bitcoin you own, they gave you the same amount in Bitcoin Cash when they gave you the hard fork. So you woke up to brand new Bitcoin Cash. And so if you was in Coinbase, which you didn't really have a whole lot of different wallets to go through, Coinbase was trying to keep everybody's coin. That's why I don't trust Coinbase. They was trying to keep everybody's coin. And so we all got together, they started complaining, said, hey, you need to give our coins. You don't need to be holding our coins, deliver our coins to us. And so they finally did. But that coin came out of thin air. It went all the way to $3,500 a coin. Bitcoin Cash a free coin went all the way up to $3,500 a coin. So I made an additional like $15,000, $20,000 just because I had that coin. And so what you're getting right now is the same thing. You're getting airdrops, these coins, and they didn't even call it airdrop back then. They call it now. Back then, it just showed up. It just came in. We didn't know what to call it. So now they gave it a name, airdrops. So now you're getting airdrops, these coins. Every time somebody comes out with a brand new, getting ready to start a brand new project, that coin, by you having that many coins, it's just got to go up, 0.5%, and you make another $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. If it goes up to 50 cents, you just became a millionaire, a millionaire, instant millionaire. So absolutely, these things are real. It's happening. They may not have no market yet because the project just started, but give it time, it'll start moving.
Okay.
They real, guys. They are real. Okay.
That's awesome. It's a lot of them. It's like, voted, OZB, stuff we never heard of.
Correct. They're brand new projects. That's what it is. It's brand new.
Cool.
Nobody never heard of Bitcoin Cash. Like, what is this?
But I don't have to worry about them being able to hack into my Tron.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Next
so
question.
next question is from Ruth. She says, "Do you think comments that Elon Musk did has repercussions into Bitcoin to go up or down?"
Yes. Simple answer is yes. And the
Exactly.
reason why, because people, they follow him, right? So, like I said yesterday, I wish he just shut up and I wish he wouldn't say anything.
Yep.
Like, this is what he did. So one time he said, I'm liking Bitcoin. It's only 3 weeks, right? So I like Bitcoin. I'm gonna allow you to start buying Bitcoin. I'm gonna allow you to start buying our vehicles, Tesla vehicles, with Bitcoin, right? Which was awesome. People said, "Oh,
Yep.
okay, we got a brand new person coming in. Everything is good." Then he came back 3 weeks later and says, "Well, Bitcoin is this issue with electricity," and people says, "You crazy as hell. It's using less than 1/10 of electricity, right? Of what's going on out there." So then he came back recently, just said, "Hey, we're gonna start doing Bitcoin again." Whatever. I just wish he shut up. I just wish he don't say anything about it, because, and people try to tell him too, like, Elon, you got to stop saying what you're saying, because you're causing so much movement up and down in the markets. And like Dogecoin, for example, we're gonna take Dogecoin to the moon. Dogecoin start going up. It had an effect. Dogecoin went up to 75 cents, right? It went up, no doubt about it. He had a lot to do with that, right? Because the people start going in and buying it. Oh man, Elon, he's the richest man in the world right now. So he's like the new G, slang term, the new guy on the block. He's the man because of his new wealth that he found, right? And that's what it is. So yeah, he has the back in the day, they used to have this commercial called E.F. Hutton. When E.F. Hutton speaks, everybody listens. Well, when Elon speaks, the world is listening. And that's what's going on. So it does affect us. Yes. Let's go to the next question.
Okay. So this next question is from Gina Williams. She actually sent this to me. How do you feel about Roth LLCs in which you attach it to a wallet, purchase cryptocurrency with it? When you cash out of the wallet or exchange, it drops into the Roth LLC and becomes completely tax-free after 59 and a half. She told me that's her age, and there is no capital gains tax. Is this good to get? I was like, I need to know the answer to this question.
Oh yeah. So, all right. So to avoid taxes, okay, so just so you guys know, there is a IRAs that you can get inside of the government, right? You can get an IRA, a crypto IRA. You can get it. And they got two of them. They got a traditional one and they got the Roth one. The Roth is always tax-free. So you can build in that. You can only put so much in every year. You limit it. You cannot put a whole lot in there. You're limited to how much you can put in. I think it's like $18,000 a year. That's less than a Bitcoin, right? That's less than one Bitcoin. You can only do, that's less than a half a Bitcoin. That's it. That's all you can do. But to avoid the taxes, if you are building it, if you're trading it, if you get a Roth IRA, a Roth LLC, and you trade it, Roth IRA, and you trade it inside the Roth and you make $1 billion, it's all tax-free, right? That's a good thing to have. But okay, let's put it this way. You're going to learn, part of our club is learning to be a solo 401k, which has the Roth component in it. As long as you are maintaining your Roth component yourself and not paying somebody else to maintain your stuff for you, it's a good idea. If you got to turn it over to a brokerage house and they're going to manage your keys for you, they're going to manage your keys, your crypto. If you're going to turn it over to somebody else, then guess what's happening? Now they got control of it. You got to request to get your own money out. I don't want those issues. But if you can control it yourself, because it's a solo Roth component and I can control it myself, then it's all good. That means I got control. I can get myself loans from it. I can use it. I can do what I want to do. I don't have any tax consequences once I put it in, right? Then it's good. So, but you got to weigh on that. You got to weigh, if you don't want that responsibility of trying to control it and guard it and all that stuff, then giving it to them to do it is a good idea, right? But you're going to learn a lot more of this once we open up the new network as well. So we're going to really go deep. It's time to start moving. I've been on this journey, guys, for a minute now, trying to get you guys to start learning about Roth components, your insurance plans. This is the next level, the next journey that you have to process. Getting the money is one thing, but now you have to start moving into management of your wealth to start moving into the next direction, right? Sometimes we need a little bit of help, and sometimes, one thing about finance, it's always changing. And so it's never going to be one straight thing. Like Bitcoin changed for the last 5-6 years. It's been changing every year. And we had to learn new things to do every year that Bitcoin been out. New things we got to learn. We got to keep moving. We got to keep staying to the ground. We got to keep going. So that's a big deal inside this financial world. So, but that's a great question. Let's go to the next one.
All right. Actually, there aren't any more questions, Wall Street.
Okay.
Just a couple of comments. Kim was saying that I think she responded to my question, and she says, depends on the exchange. I have billions of Shibu and I didn't receive any airdrops. It could be the exchange. And I agree, because I actually had Shibu on Trust Wallet. And it's weird because I bought 51 million Shibu, but I received 45 million free.
How much did it cost you for the 54? How much did it cost you when you first bought it?
The 51 million?
Yeah.
It was close to $500.
Okay, so 500, and then you doubled it. So really, they gave you $500 extra worth of Shibu, which is awesome.
That's what it looks like.
And that can easily turn into 20, 30, 50,000. That can easily turn to $1 million, 100,000. Yeah, easy. So we don't know how far it's going to go. Nobody knows. That's one thing about these projects. They come out with stuff, but you don't know how it's going to take off. We have no idea. So
right. I do have a question, since we got a few more minutes. I've noticed on our crypto bubbles, the whole time, not the whole time, I'm going to say majority of the time, while everything else was low, T-Fuel was always up.
Yeah,
what are your thoughts on T-Fuel?
Yeah, I spoke about that the other day when we looked at the way T-Fuel is working. The thing is, T-Fuel is, out of all the coins out there, T-Fuel is going to be the one that's the gas. That's like the gas to run Theta. So Theta is one of the coins, and it uses gas, which is T-Fuel, like the fuel for Theta. That's why they call it T-Fuel. It's the gas for the fees to move that network. To move that network is called T-Fuel. So Theta was going up, and then T-Fuel, as everything was going down, T-Fuel just stayed at this certain level, and it just stayed at a high print, which is good. So that network is boosting up for something, right? Whether a lot of folks are going to move into that network, we don't know, but it's definitely moving in the right direction. And if you own T-Fuel, if you own Theta, and if you also own T-Fuel was the one that saved you, because Theta went down like crazy. But T-Fuel did go up, and it held you. And so it's good, but now it's trying to pull back a little bit. But long term, and this is how I look at coins, I always look at the long-term effect. Am I getting a coin for right now? If you're looking at it every day, you get to a certain print, take some off. Remember I tell you before, guys, If you're in a short term, just based on your ideas, if you're in a short term approach, coins are going in, it's going up, take some off the table when it goes up, right? We don't know how Bitcoin is rocking right now. It's up, coming back down, going up, coming back down. And we have not broken through a major level yet. Everything is trading inside this bar, inside a weekly bar. It's trading inside that weekly bar. We have not broken out yet. And so that's what I try to teach you. All the other people talk about online, oh, we in the breakout, is going at. No, we're not. We're not in the breakout yet. These people don't know how to trade. They're not looking at any longer time frames. They're looking at a daily time frame, and that's it. Thinking that it's breaking out. It didn't break out yet.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. One more question just came up. Ghani Islam says he's glad to be here. Mr. Wallstreet, can I buy an insurance policy and borrow against it?
Yes, you can. You can build the insurance policy. So let me first of all, let me explain what that means, what you're asking me. You're saying, if you say, hey, the insurance policy cost me $1,500 and that was your premium to put into the system, and now I got $1,500 in there, can I borrow from that? Or let's say you do a yearly fee. Let's say your insurance policy is $10,000 a year, and it cannot be a term insurance policy. It has to be a whole life policy. Okay, whole life or IUL, something to that effect, that has some extra cash flow in it. Term policies normally you cannot really borrow from a term policy. They are the cheapest policies, and normally you can't borrow against it, right? But a whole life policy, you can borrow from a whole life policy. So what does that mean? So let's say, for example, you put in $10,000 and your premium for the whole year was only $5,000. That means you have $5,000 inside your PUA. That's $5,000 in cash. You can borrow from that $5,000 in cash. All right, that's what you can do.
Awesome. Thank you. Okay, so he said if I spend 10K, I think you just
spending 10K does not give me enough information. It is based on what is the premium of, in other words, what is the cost for you to have the policy? When you put 10K in, is that covering you, depending on your age, depending on what kind of policy you have, does that cover you for the whole year? Because it might cost you $10,000 for the have the premium to cover you for the whole year. Or if it's only costing you $5,000 for the whole year, or $7,000, or is it only costing you $1,000 a month, and you throw $10,000 in it, you can use the $9,000 of premium. I mean, of extra PUA, not premium. You can use $9,000 of the PUA that you put in, but every month you got to pay that $1,000, right? So it depends on what you're doing when it comes to that, and it depends on the company, right? The one that the ones that I bring you guys to, what happens is you can borrow about 99% of that whole PUA. So for example, if you had $100,000 in there, you can borrow out $99,900 or something like that. You could borrow right out of that. I've done it plenty of times, just so you guys know, right? I showed you that. If you go back to our earlier calls in our back office, you see some of the ways that I use my policy that I did training with. I literally pulled money out, $50,000, $37,000 over and over and over again. Okay, go ahead. What's the next question?
Okay, so now he says if it matures at 10,000, is it based on the year?
When you say matures, okay, again, you might be talking about a term policy or a policy that's sat there. You have to call them. Here's the way I'm going to answer that question. You need to call your insurance company and ask them how much of that 10,000 is accessible to you. Okay, that's what you want to know, right? How much is it accessible to you? They're going to give you two answers. One of the answers is if you close that policy and then they'll give you the money off that policy. Is that what you want to do? Right? Or the second way to do it is, hey, I don't want to close my policy. How much can I borrow from what I have in that policy? And if that's all you have in that policy, that means you don't have a whole lot of insurance with it. Okay, just letting you know, right? If it's an old policy, it should still be making dividends every single year. If you have a whole life policy, I don't know. You have to call them and ask them that. There's too many. I don't have enough information to give you the right answer. Okay.
All
Next
right.
question.
Thank you, Wall Street. Wall Street, you can see the comments, right? Can you look at the one from Michael Foster? I don't want to put it on the screen.
I see it.
We're not doing that, right?
No.
Okay.
No. World crypto. No.
You just said
Guys,
it. You
don't worry about it.
Say it.
Okay, don't matter. Okay. I'm gonna keep it real, everybody. I'm gonna say this to everybody right now. There's so much junk out there that have no history. Here's a good example. So tell them what happened with the DeFi. What is it? What was it called? I forgot. DeFi 100 or something like that.
Yeah,
Tell them what.
DeFi
Tell them what
100.
happened.
Well, basically, it was a DeFi company where you invest your money there, and they allow you to borrow from it. And when Bitcoin went really low a couple weeks ago, they shut down. And there's literally an image on the website, and I don't know if it's still there now, but I have a screenshot of it. And it says, "We scammed you," foul language, and there's nothing you can do about it. So, Wall Street has talked to us. I know I've been here since June. I literally have looked at a couple of companies since I've been with MLS, and
no longer here.
Of them have shut down.
No longer here.
Yes. Yes. So
it's a lot of companies out there, guys. People thinking that this, Bitcoin is good and so, and I'm gonna throw my money in here, not doing research, just seeing the people online. Other folks are seeing it, they jump in. No history, nothing behind it. You don't know who the CEO is. You don't know none of that. You don't have a clue who's doing what. And all of a sudden, you go see where your money is, and your money is out of especially your money's out of your wallet. Done, gone, history. You go log in. I lost that in 2016, 2017, with a few companies. I lost well over 16 Bitcoin when it's all said and done. Ooh. 16 Bitcoin today. Just so you know, back then it wasn't a whole lot of money, right? But that same 16 Bitcoin today, just right now, not at 60,000, but just right now, and when I type it in, 16 Bitcoin, right now today, I'm bringing up the site right now, I'm checking on it, right? I'm gonna type it in. Right now in a second, 16 Bitcoin is $651,000. That's how I look at it. I look at how I was stolen. An extra $600,000 is stolen from me. It's gone. And if Bitcoin was at 60,000, it'd be worth about 900,000. So you think about that, $1 million gone, based on what's going on. This is the reality, guys. You gotta the reason. Here's the story why I created MLS. Here's the real reason. I got tired of being stolen from. I said, I can't believe this dude done stole this, and he didn't stole this Bitcoin. Here's another company came out, stole that Bitcoin. iRobot stole some money from Bitcoin. Banners broker. I mean, there's so many companies out there that were stealing money from all kind of ways. So I just said, I got tired of it. I said, let me be the person. I don't have to go follow nobody else. I got all the knowledge. I got I got skills. Let me go in and set up the system. Yes, it took a lot of responsibility. Yes, it was a lot of late nights. Yes, it was like I was ready to give up because what people did to me, right? Yes, I was ready to quit many times. But guess what? I stayed focused. I said to myself, it's time to let go. So I'm not mad at anybody. I don't care what you did in the past. I'm not mad at anybody. I'm just focus on what I need to do and make sure you, the members that want to follow me, stay focused on what I'm teaching you to do. And if you do it, you will be rich. And if you don't do it, then you lost a lot of money, period. That's what happened. People lost a lot of money. Whether you lost a lot of money or the people you brought to it lost a lot of money, right? Somebody lost money that you are affecting somebody. You got it? So that's what's going on. But with MLS, we've been here, we still here, and our goals will be here for the next 20 years. That's our goal. That's coming from me. I'm the CEO, founder, visionary. That's me. That's my goal.
Absolutely. And when you think about it too, Wall Street, my question is always, the excuse will come up, well, Bitcoin went down and we just couldn't afford, what have you. And it's like, but what were you doing with all of the great money you were making while it was way up? Like, to me, that's just poor business owners that are not setting money aside.
That's not what it was. They was taking money and putting in their own pocket to ensure they had their wealth. That's what that was, right? That's what that was.
Gotcha.
And their plan, and see, a lot of people's plan is to take money from you. They can't pay. When you see people, this is the biggest scam out there. We're gonna pay you so much money every single day. Every day you're gonna get paid. Now, based on that, you're gonna make so much money every single day, but it's based on what? It's based on how much money is coming in. So you gotta be careful with companies like, even though Celsius does it, Nexo does it, right? They pay out so much money every single day, but they have so much money coming in, and they put some of their money, they have their own token, which means they have a way to balance off what's going on, right? Mm-hmm. And so a lot of these companies don't have their own tokens. The network wasn't big enough to maintain money like that. Mm-hmm. And that's the danger. So I tell people all the time, when you got so much cash, you have to start moving money over. You cannot, like, I got caught, I'm out of control, right? So you out of control and you in control. You got to maintain your control. You can get out of control for a moment. Okay, I'm gonna jump in this. It sounds good. The company's been around for 2017. They're doing great. That's fine. They got us going in. But then you have so much money that you out of control with when you put money into that system. You out of control. Your job is to get back in control. Okay, now that I made this little bit of money, I use this money, whatever I had to do. Now let me pull this money back out and put it back into my Trezor, right? Even when we do our new system, you're going to have your own wallets that you're going to be a part of, right? But I'm going to tell you right now, and I'm going to teach you, I don't care how great it is, it's awesome. Yep, leave some in there, but always pull some of it out and put it into your own Trezor. Mm-hmm. That's your safety net for disasters, because disasters will come. You won't know when a disaster comes. You're the last person to know. The way you're going to find out, like you said with DeFi 100, you find out when you go to the site and it's gone. Like, where's my money? And then you praying, oh my God, I hope they ain't steal my money. Oh my, I've been through them prayers. I've been through them prayers early in my career, and I saw 10 Bitcoin just disappear. 10 Bitcoin disappear. At the time, it was only maybe 20,000. It was only $2,000 a coin at the time. I still didn't want to give it no damn $20,000, but that same amount of Bitcoin today is over $600,000. The same Bitcoin is over 600,000. Woo! That hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, it does hurt.
So take the lesson. Take the lesson. I'm telling you, take the lesson. You don't want to experience that.
I must say, Wall Street, I mean, and I know you probably get tired of hearing this, but what you just said about the wallet, and we are getting ready to have our own wallet. I think it speaks volumes of you to still teach us, even though this is going to be a MLS wallet,
Yep.
you are still teaching us to take some out and put it in your
Yep.
Trezor. That says a lot about
Absolutely.
you as the person that you are. I just want to touch on that. Um, Now, can I say one other thing about a Trezor? I need
Mm-hmm.
y'all to pray for me. I got a smile on my face, but I am dead serious. I haven't seen my Trezor in a month. I thought it was in my luggage because I've been traveling.
Oh my goodness.
And I found
Mm.
out 2 days ago it is not where I thought it was. I done tore up the
Oh my
house.
goodness.
Yeah, I can't find my Trezor. Like, seriously, y'all pray for me.
You got the
Please.
words. You have the words, the
I do.
phrases.
I do.
Then all you got to do is buy you another Trezor and just re-import it. That's all you got to do.
Okay.
If you got that, you good. Don't even stress it.
Okay. Okay.
That's the same thing. If you dropped it and you stepped on it, ran over a car with it, broke it up, somebody stole it from you, it don't matter. As long as you got the words and the
Hmm.
phrases, you can go back in and re-import it right into that brand new Trezor.
And
That's
I've
real
been
easy to do.
telling myself I needed a backup Trezor. See,
Gotta
I'm
have
being
it.
lazy
Gotta
about
have
it.
it. I've
Yeah.
been teaching that forever. You gotta
I,
have it.
hey, I ain't perfect. I too made mistakes. You
Gotta
best
have
believe
it.
I might have one now, though. You best
And
believe.
and here's the worst. One of the worst crimes is when you keep all your passwords, everything you own on your phone. If you got your passwords, your phrases on your phone, you are making a huge mistake. Please get rid of those pictures on your phone, delete that file off your phone, and start writing that stuff down. I would encourage you literally to get a brand new Trezor, change it up, and get them and never put them words on your phone, because your phone gets hacked, or you take it into the repair shop, take it into whatever to fix your phone, and
Mhm.
all of a sudden they get in there and they start to learn about this crypto, and they see these passwords and these phrases, and all of a sudden you go to your damn Bitcoin later on, and that Bitcoin is gone because you took your phone to the shop,
Mhm.
and you can't prove it that they took it. There's no proof in that. You
Right.
can you can be mad all you want, you cannot prove it.
Absolutely.
Do
Absolutely.
not save your passwords or your phrases on your. Oh, I'm just going to take a quick screenshot. No, don't do that. Your phone is a spy device. I'm telling you, don't do it. If you do, it's nothing I can say. I warned you. I warned you, and nothing else I can say.
Okay, Wall Street. We got one more quick question, and then I'll let you
Yep, we
go.
got to go.
Okay.
We got to go. Yep.
Okay. Tiger Goods, he's here all the time. I just want to allow him to speak. He say his sponsor is no longer a member of MLS Bitcoin Club. Will he be assigned to a new sponsor with the 2.0 release?
He's going to be signed to a new sponsor that's in his chain. That sponsor goes up. It
It
goes
just
up to the next active sponsor.
exactly.
And if they not there, it's gonna go all the way up. So don't worry, we'll get you squared away.
Absolutely. And
But you are
Tiger,
not. We are not moving people. Let me say this to everybody. Oh, I've been working with this person, so I want to be on a team. The answer to that question from now on, for the rest of the life of this club, that answer is a hard no. You are
right.
helping people in this club because it's the right thing to do. You are not being taken somebody else's downline because they reached out to you when they should have been reaching out to the person in there. And the way the new system is, you're gonna be able to see your entire downline. So
Mhm.
that's good. It's gonna be
Absolutely.
awesome to do that. So no
And then,
more, no more. I've been working with so and so, and so I want to join her team because it's not right for her to teach me, and I'm gonna go over there. The answer to that question is a hard no. Not
mhm.
happening. We're not doing it. We're not doing it. Let me say it again. We're not doing it. We're not doing it.
That's right. It needs to stay in the same lineage. Same lineage.
Absolutely.
And then, I mean, it's not fair to the person above them.
Correct.
Okay, it's not fair to that person. So yes, we continue to go up until there is no one left. We
And the
continue to
other
go
thing I
up.
want to say, the other thing I want to say is, if you are a leader, then you should be learning everything it is to do. If you are brand new, that don't mean you're not a leader. You start learning what to do. Every time I joined a new company, whatever the company was at the time, I never went to my upline to learn what to do. I'm learning from the calls, and I'm learning by getting in the back office and learning what's going on. A lot of people don't take the time to get into that back office. You're looking for somebody to always keep giving you the answer. Give me the answer. Give me the answer. Oh, I'm calling this person to get the answer. Stop doing that and get your own answer. Okay. All right, guys, I got to get out of here. I got some things I got to do. Okay.
Thank you, Wallstreet. Tiger,
Yeah.
I'm going to say to you, send me a ticket. We can go ahead and get you a new sponsor now. You don't have to wait until the 2.0 release. Okay. So everyone, I want to thank you guys for joining us here today. Again, awesome broadcast. I will be going live on Thursday. I've been taking some time off because we've been working hard with the launch, but I will be going live on Thursday night for our MLS Table Talk. So thank you guys for being here. I'm going to go ahead and close out with our MLS song. And I hope to see you guys on Thursday. Bye-bye. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Ask MLS system how to get in on this. Send money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom.
Spreading like a wildfire all over the world. Don't get left out, learn what it's all about. From just pennies to thousands of dollars, we went through a worldwide currency. Only if you knew well, MLS system is making it happen. Open your account and get tapped in. Digital currency is an emerging technology, a way to up your financial psychology. It's money you can spend, let it grow exponentially before you dip in. It's called cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. Just make sure you get in on this. Sending money around the world almost free. We don't need a bank's permission, you see. Tell your friends about MLS system. Here to raise our financial wisdom. Countries around the world are jumping in, creating ways to ride the trend. Businesses lining up to accept Bitcoin. Soon every store will join. Go in LS system to get your coins. Get in the mix, learn the tricks. Bitcoin's amazing at 21. Go in LS system to have some fun. Cryptocurrency, changing how the world does business. All right, guys. Bye-bye. See you Thursday.